You do that first. You have faith in me to believe that I'm a rewarder of those who diligently seek me. And you seek my kingdom first. And you put your faith in a living, ever-present, omnipresent God, a God that never changes. You put your faith in this alive God. He will provide for all of your needs. But it starts by first putting your total and complete trust in God. Now listen, it's very important. He says, these things, what you'll eat, what you'll drink, what you'll wear. He says, if you seek me first, this is where you're going to find contentment. This is where you're going to find satisfaction. This is where you're going to find fulfillment. This is where you're going to find everything that you've been looking for. But Jesus also identifies what it looks like for someone who doesn't have faith. He says this in this very same verse, in verse 31. He says, these things, listen, dominate the thoughts of unbelievers. What things? What will I wear? What will I eat? What will I drink? How am I going to make it? How am I going to provide for this home? And how am I going to make it in this thing? And how am I going to be that dad I need to be, or that mom? Or how am I going to fulfill this? We begin to let all of these anxious thoughts dominate our thinking. And Jesus himself says that that type of thinking is not thinking of faith. I love this verse here. He says, if you're so worried about what's going to happen next, the what wills and the what ifs, these things dominate the minds of those who do not have faith. And then he says this, Jesus talking about his Father in Matthew 6:31, but your heavenly Father already knows all your needs. Think about that for a minute. He already knows all of your needs. That sounds very similar to the idea of faith, that if you believe that God exists and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him, that if I have faith in the ever-present, the never-changing, the living God, if I put my faith in him, if I put my trust in him, if I put my hope in him, if I walk into the dark room of the unknown of my life and say, okay, God, I'm going to hold on and I'm just going to walk behind you confidently and boldly knowing that, God, you know exactly what I need. Listen, and if my needs don't get met, maybe it was a want. God, why didn't you do that? Maybe it was a want. Because if my faith is in an everlasting, all-knowing, all-powerful, all-present, never-changing God, what happens to my life, the gifts that God gives me, are exactly what I need. Everything else is a want.